Imagine for a moment that you've lived in a house for decades. You know every corner, every piece of furniture, every crack in the wall. Now imagine discovering there's an entire room in your house you've never seen. Seems impossible, doesn't it? But that's exactly what happens with our own cosmic backyard. There are entire planets in our solar system that remain practically unknown, with hidden faces guarding secrets that could change our understanding of the universe's formation. And the most incredible part, some of these mysteries are just 384,000 kilometers away from us. Welcome, cosmic explorers. Today we're re-embarking on a journey through the most mysterious and unexplored corners of our own solar system. We'll discover how humanity finally managed to peek at the moon's far side, what we found in the alien worlds of Venus, Neptune, and Uranus, and most importantly, I'll reveal the secrets that still remain hidden right under our cosmic noses. Get ready, because by the end of this video, you'll realize that even after centuries of astronomy, we're still strange neighbors in our own space neighborhood. And before we begin our exploration, I want to remind you that our crew of cosmic explorers is growing every day. We're on a fascinating journey towards 1,000 subscribers, and each one of you is fundamental to this collective discovery of the universe's mysteries. For billions of years, the moon always showed the same face to Earth. Imagine if you had a friend who always turned their back to you. No matter how long you spent together, you'd never know what their face looked like. That was exactly our situation with our natural satellite. The moon is tidally locked with us, meaning it rotates on its own axis in the same time it takes to orbit Earth. It's like a perfectly choreographed cosmic dance that has lasted for ages. But in 1959, something extraordinary happened. The Soviet Union launched the Lunar 3 probe, which literally became the first human eyes to see the moon's far side. Imagine the scientists' excitement when the first grainy images arrived on Earth. It was like discovering your decades-long neighbor had an incredible secret garden in their backyard. The photos revealed a surface completely different from what we saw from Earth, much more cratered, with gigantic mountains and practically none of the dark patches we call lunar Maria. This discovery was just the beginning. Decades later, in 1968, the Apollo 8 astronauts became the first human beings to personally see the moon's far side. They described the experience as awe-inspiring and almost terrifying, an alien landscape of infinite craters stretching to the horizon. Astronaut William Anders said it looked like a pile of grey sand where a child had been playing for a long time. But why is the far side so different? The answer lies in a fascinating cosmic story. About 4 billion years ago, when the solar system was still young, asteroids and comets constantly bombarded the moon. The side visible to us was protected by Earth itself, which acted as a giant shield, blocking many impacts. The far side, however, was exposed to all this cosmic barrage, resulting in a much more cratered surface. It's as if Earth were a cosmic umbrella, protecting only half of the moon. More recent missions have brought even more impressive revelations. In 2019, China made history by landing the Chang'e 4 probe on the moon's far side. The first time a spacecraft gently touched this mysterious surface. And what did they discover? The lunar soil on the far side contains different minerals, which can tell us stories about the formation, not only of the moon, but of Earth itself. Now let us travel to a world that is practically the opposite of the moon in terms of mystery, but not because we know it well, but because it hides under an impenetrable veil. Venus, our closest neighbor, is covered by sulfuric acid clouds so dense it would be like trying to see through a wall of cotton soaked in battery acid. For centuries, Venus was called Earth's sister planet due to its similar size. How wrong we were. The first attempt to land on Venus happened in the 1960s, and it was a spectacular disaster. The first probes were literally crushed by atmospheric pressure before even touching the ground. Imagine Venus's atmosphere as being under almost a kilometer of water here on Earth. The pressure is 90 times greater than ours. It's like you're being crushed by 90 elephants at the same time. But the Soviets are persistent, and between 1970 and 1984, they managed to land several Venera series probes on the Venusian surface. The images they sent back look like something out of an apocalyptic sci-fi movie, an orange rocky desert under an eternally cloudy sky, with temperatures of 462 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. The Venera 13 probe managed to survive for an impressive 127 minutes in this hell before succumbing to the extreme conditions. What we discovered about Venus completely changed our understanding of how planets can evolve. Venus suffered what scientists call a runaway greenhouse effect. Billions of years ago, Venus may have had oceans like Earth, but the sun gradually grew brighter, and water began to evaporate. The water vapor in the atmosphere created a greenhouse effect that heated the planet even more, evaporating more water in a heating spiral that transformed what could have been a tropical paradise into a toxic hell. But here's the real mystery. Recent data suggests there might be life in Venus's high clouds. In 2020, scientists discovered phosphine in the Venusian atmosphere, a gas that, on Earth, is produced only by living organisms or industrial processes. Since there are no industries on Venus, this raises the fascinating possibility that microorganisms might be floating in the Venusian clouds, where temperatures are milder. It's like discovering there might be life in a place that seems completely hostile to life. Now let us move on to the true mysteries of the solar system, the ice giants Uranus and Neptune. These planets are so distant and strange that every discovery about them seems to challenge our understanding of planetary physics. Uranus, for example, rolls through space like a cosmic bowling ball, with its poles practically where the equator should be. Imagine if Earth spun on its side. Half the planet would be in darkness for decades, while the other half baked under the constant sun. The only spacecraft to visit these distant worlds was Voyager 2, on an epic journey that lasted over a decade. When Voyager 2 passed Uranus in 1986, scientists expected to find a calm and predictable planet. They were completely wrong. Uranus has winds of over 500 kilometers per hour and a totally warped magnetic field that seems to have been turned inside out. It's as if someone took a normal planet and put it in a cosmic centrifuge. Neptune proved even more bizarre. Despite being twice as far from the Sun as Uranus, Neptune is warmer. This defies all logic. It's like discovering your freezer is warmer than the bottom part of your fridge. Neptune generates 2.6 times more energy than it receives from the Sun, but scientists still don't know exactly why. One theory is that the planet is still releasing heat from its formation 4.5 billion years ago, but that should have ended a long time ago. And then there's Neptune's great dark spot, an Earth-sized storm with winds of up to 2,100 kilometers per hour, the fastest ever detected in the solar system. To give you an idea, that's 3 times faster than Earth's most powerful hurricanes. But here's the mystery. When the Hubble Space Telescope observed Neptune again years later, the great dark spot had simply disappeared. It's as if a Brazil-sized storm simply vanished from the map overnight. But the mysteries don't stop there. Both planets have complex ring systems that were only recently discovered, and moons with strange behaviors. Miranda, a moon of Uranus, seems to have been completely torn apart and reassembled multiple times, creating a surface that scientists describe as a cosmic Frankenstein. Triton, Neptune's largest moon, orbits in the opposite direction of all other large objects in the system, as if it were a cosmic rebel who decided to swim against the current. Now we come to the most fascinating part of our journey, the mysteries that still remain unsolved in our own cosmic backyard. You'd be surprised how many fundamental questions about our solar system we still can't answer, even after decades of space exploration. The first big mystery is right here, close to us. Why is the Sun's outer atmosphere, called the corona, 300 times hotter than the solar surface? It's like discovering the air around a bonfire is hotter than the flames themselves. This violates all our intuition about how heat works. NASA launched the Parker Solar Probe specifically to investigate this mystery, and it is literally touching the Sun, getting closer to our star than any human object ever has. Another fascinating enigma is Planet 9. Indirect evidence suggests there's a giant planet on the outer edges of our solar system, with a mass between 5 to 10 times that of Earth, orbiting in a region so distant it would be practically invisible. How is it possible that we missed an entire planet in our own system? It's like discovering there's an elephant hidden in your backyard that you never noticed. The evidence comes from the strange behavior of small icy objects beyond Neptune. They behave as if they're being gravitationally influenced by something very massive and distant. Some scientists calculate that Planet 9 would take between 10,000 to 20,000 years to complete a single orbit around the Sun. Imagine, a year on Planet 9 would last longer than all of humanity's recorded history. And what about this mystery? Why did Mars lose its atmosphere? Billions of years ago, Mars had a dense atmosphere and probably liquid oceans. Today, it's an icy desert with an atmosphere thinner than the vacuum of a laboratory chamber. Something dramatic happened to Mars, but we're still trying to understand exactly what. The main suspicion is that Mars lost its magnetic field, allowing the solar wind to literally blow its atmosphere into space, like a cosmic wind stealing the air from an entire planet. There are also mysteries much closer to home. Why is the moon moving away from us? Every year, our natural satellite drifts 3.8 centimeters away from Earth. It may seem small, but over billions of years, this means dramatic changes. In the past, the moon was much closer, and days on Earth lasted only a few hours. In the distant future, the moon will be so far away that total solar eclipses will be impossible. Future human civilizations will never see the spectacle we consider normal today. Another impressive enigma is subsurface oceans. We've discovered that several moons in the outer solar system, like Jupiter S Europa and Saturn S Enceladus, have liquid oceans beneath their icy surfaces. Some of these oceans contain more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. But how does water stay liquid so far from the sun? The answer involves tidal heating, but the details are still a mystery. It's possible there's more life in the icy oceans of Jupiter-S moons than here on Earth. And speaking of water, where is all of Mars's water? Geological evidence shows that Mars once had rivers, lakes, and possibly oceans. We're talking about volumes of water sufficient to cover the entire planet with a layer tens of meters deep. All this water couldn't have simply evaporated into space. So where is it? Some scientists believe large quantities are trapped in the Martian subsurface or at the poles. But we still haven't found enough reservoirs to explain all the lost water. There's also the mystery of Saturn's hexagons. At Saturn's North Pole there's a perfectly hexagonal atmospheric formation with sides of 13,800 kilometers each, larger than Earth's diameter. How do natural forces create such a perfect geometric shape? It's as if nature used a cosmic ruler and compass. Laboratories on Earth have managed to recreate similar hexagons in rotating fluids, but the exact mechanism on Saturn is still debated. Perhaps the most intriguing mystery of all is, are we alone? With billions of stars in our galaxy alone, and trillions of galaxies in the observable universe, the mathematical chances of us being alone seem absurdly small. But then, where is everyone? This is known as the Fermi paradox, and even in our own solar system, we still haven't found definitive evidence of life beyond Earth. Despite promising conditions in places like Europa, Enceladus, and even Venus, recapping our journey through cosmic mysteries, we discovered how humanity finally unveiled the moon's far side, revealing a surface bombarded by billions of years of cosmic impacts. We explored the toxic hells of Venus, where life might be floating in the acid clouds. We traveled through the ice giants Uranus and Neptune, worlds so strange they challenge our understanding of planetary physics. And we delved into the deepest mysteries of our solar system, from hidden oceans on distant moons to the possibility of a lost planet on the edges of our cosmic backyard. What fascinates me most about all this exploration is how every answer we find generates 10 new questions. The more we know about our solar system, the more we realize how little we know. It's humbling and at the same time inspiring to discover that even after centuries of science, we are still explorers on a cosmic journey of discovery. This leads me to a profound reflection. If there are still so many mysteries right here in our space backyard, imagine how many secrets the entire universe holds. Every planet, every moon, every asteroid has a unique story to tell about the formation and evolution of the cosmos. We are truly explorers on an infinite frontier of knowledge. Cosmic explorers, I have a question for you that is keeping me up at night. Considering all these mysteries that still exist in our own solar system, what do you think would be the most revolutionary discovery we could make in the coming years? Would it be finding life in Venus's clouds, discovering Planet 9, or something completely unexpected? I really want to hear your theories in the comments. And since we're talking about exploration and discoveries, what mystery of the universe do you want me to talk about in the next video? The universe is full of fascinating enigmas waiting to be explored by our community. Leave your suggestions in the comments. You are the ones who guide our journey of discovery. We're on an incredible journey towards 1,000 cosmic explorers. If this video expanded your horizons and sparked your curiosity about the mysteries that surround us, join our crew by clicking subscribe. Every new explorer who joins us makes our journey of discovery even richer and more fascinating. Like this video if it made you see our solar system with new eyes, and share it with someone who also gets excited about the mysteries of the cosmos. After all, space exploration has always been a collective journey of humanity. And remember, in an age when we think we know everything, the universe keeps reminding us that humanity's greatest adventure, the pursuit of knowledge, is just beginning. In the next video, we'll explore another fascinating mystery that you choose. Until then, keep looking at the stars and wondering what other secrets are waiting to be discovered.